First of all, I'm curious actually, just what is it like being stuck in a hotel during a tournament? That's a lot of energy, so it must have been a lot.
Well,
to Heather, I guess. Yeah.
Well, it was one of our team members' birthdays yesterday, so we were non-stop partying. No, I'm joking. We actually did some yoga, some core sessions, and it's kind of good sometimes to have a forced break and lots of team bonding and birthday celebrations, chocolate cake, just a little bit. But yeah, I think it was more concerning for the country, seeing what they've been through recently, which is so tough. So it was scary, but I'm glad that it wasn't too bad.
Next question.
Hi, Eleanor Crooks Press Association. Emma, happy birthday. Well, just tell us about your day yesterday and what it was like celebrating your birthday as part of the team.
Thank you. I'm really grateful that my team, they made a really big effort yesterday to make me feel really special, and there was birthday banners, cake, balloons. Yeah, it was really nice considering the weather. We couldn't really go out or do anything, but it's just how it goes. And even though those were the conditions, I think I still had a great time, and it was very memorable. I really felt a lot of love, and from my friends back home as well, and I got a lot of nice messages, which was really sweet.
Yeah, hi. Well, another question for Emma. We haven't seen you for a little while since the US Open and since Korea, so what have you been doing with yourself since then, your rehab? And was this playing for Great Britain and joining up here a real motivation for you in your return to fitness?
Yeah, it was. I think when I got injured in Korea, I didn't know how bad it was initially. I actually did it in my second round there and managed to finish the match. But I ended up not playing for about 4 or 5 weeks after that, and I think the last 3 weeks has been a gradual build-up and return to play, and I've done some really good work. I'm feeling good about my game and in a place that I can try and compete and give everything on the court, on the match court, but it is quite different. But I think in the meantime, with the time off, I was just trying to develop myself in other ways and doing other hobbies. Spent some time in China to see my grandma. Otherwise it's just been full focus on trying to get healthy for this tournament, and I know how hard we all fought in April to qualify for this, and I really wanted to be able to play here in the finals.
Hey, I'm Matt from the Daily Mail, and just on your fitness, there was reports last week that you were in talks with Yutuka Nakamura, new fitness coach. Can you confirm that, or?
We are having discussions, and we'll see. I'm looking forward for 2025 regardless.
Nothing confirmed yet?
We're in discussions.
To Katie, it seemed like you were in Asia forever, so just curious just what it was like, having been there for such a long time, then finishing it strongly. Yeah, what do you take from that, and take from it coming into this event?
I think I got rewarded for sticking it out. I feel like I was constantly working to find my rhythm again. I felt like I lost it a little bit during the US swing, and understandably I'd gone through quite a few different things, obviously changed surface twice, which I've never done in my whole life. And I think, full credit to me and my team for pushing me. I continued training fully throughout the Asia swing, just hoping that I would kind of get it by the end of it, and thankfully I found it, and I got a lot of confidence from those last couple of weeks, and I think that will really push me on going into next year, because I found my level again, and I know that's my level, and I'm going to hopefully bring some better level again next year.
Jonathan Draco, BBC Sport, another one for Katie. Just following up on that, really. I mean, what specifics do you think you'll be working on in the off-season to take to that next level?
Yeah, I'm very excited for next year. I'm going to go all in with my team, and we're going to kind of think back to this year and change a few things. I definitely have holes in my year where I've got a lot of chances to gain points. I think clay season is going to be a big one for me next year. I felt like it took me 5 or 6 weeks to kind of get some form, and the match I actually played against Paula at Roland Garros was a really high level on clay, and yeah, I'm really excited for it. I mean, I've got to go back to the team and decide what I really want to work on, but I know I can get to where I want to get to. I'm not going to put any, I'm not going to give you any numbers to tell you what my achievements I want to make next year are, but yeah, I'm aiming high next year.
Russell Fuller, BBC. Question for Olivia. You've had a big rise up the rankings this year again. What do you think has led to that?
Found a good partner. No. I think at the start of the year, I knew that I had the potential to climb back up and maybe go even further than I had previously done. And yeah, just have a good team around me, been putting in some good work, and to be honest, playing a lot of weeks, because doubles with the format, you know, you can have some weeks where you lose first round, 10-8 on a tie break. So yeah, been putting a massive shift in. Also did the full 7-week Asian swing with Bolt, and was rewarded for that. So yeah, just consistently putting in the effort, putting in the work, and yeah, I've gelled really well with my partner and looking forward to carrying that on next year.
Yeah, can I just ask Harriet a question about what you think about this, the two events being played, Davis Cup back to back and everything? Well, and you know, and a word on Rafa as well. I think everyone you see the big thanks Rafa coming in here. What you think of his farewell this next week or so?
I mean, firstly, it's amazing that they were able to, you know, we were able to use this venue after Seville. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be iconic with Rafa retiring here. I mean, you see all the banners and the posters everywhere, and I mean, growing up, you idolize someone like him. I mean, he's been so special for the game, and you know, everything he stands by, and the way he is on the court as a competitor. I mean, it's super inspiring. We were just talking actually about, you know, how many times he's won Roland Garros, and you know, every year you can hear it from players' area. You know, they won't just say, you know, was it 14-time champion? They'll name every single year, and you just think, gosh, you know, even with just one, you're amazing, let alone what he's been able to achieve. But yeah, I think it's pretty fitting that he's also going to be retiring at home in Spain in front of a home crowd. I think that's incredibly special. But yeah, for us as well, I mean, it's going to be cool to be around, and hopefully we'll be here for as long as possible.
Emma, just on the fitness trainer, I mean, I appreciate you said you're still in discussions, but previous you said you wanted to keep your team sort of really small. I just wonder what's kind of prompted the change of mind in terms of potentially bringing somebody else in.
Yeah, I don't think bringing someone else in necessarily makes it large. I think my goal next year is to stay on court longer. This year, I mean, I came to top 60 in the world, but I barely played, I think, less than 15 events. So yeah, I know if I'm on court and healthy and competing, I can go even higher and further, and I think that my athleticism is a strength of mine, but it's nowhere near its full potential, and I'm just looking forward to explore that further, and yeah, ready to commit to doing that.
Question for Anne. Can you tell us the lineup for tomorrow, and how difficult a decision was it to make it?
You'll find out the lineup at 4 o'clock tomorrow.
And how difficult a decision is it, picking the lineup from, you know...
Look, it's always, in this competition, I think we've seen over the years that anything's possible. You know, it's, you know, I'm pleased that we've got our, you know, the best team that I could have fielded for this competition. I've got 5 women here who are more than capable of playing above and beyond, and I think Katie and Emma in particular showed that in April to beat France on their, you know, in their backyard on clay, in that kind of atmosphere. The way they were able to rise to the challenge, it was, I mean, it was incredible. It really was outstanding performances, and we've seen that in previous ties as well from other players in this team. So Look, no one here is to be underestimated. I don't want to give anything away yet.
Last questions.
Hi, Emma from Tennis Channel. First of all, Emma, happy birthday, great name. A question really for all of you, but maybe one for you, Anne. You mentioned obviously no one's to be underestimated. How do you assess Germany as your first opponents? They also had a huge winner in front of a partisan home crowd in Brazil to get here. So how do you counter their challenge tomorrow?
Yeah. They're a team full of experience, led by Laura Siegemund. As I said, no one's to be underestimated. You know, when you represent your nation in an event like this, we've seen players exceed expectations and really rise and perform. So look, they're going to be tough, whoever they field. There isn't any easy match here for any nation, so no one's to be underestimated. But I do take confidence in the fact that I feel this team is as well prepared as possible. They're excited to be here. They really want to go out there and play, and I do believe we are a team that can win this competition.
Last question.
There's one last one to Emma, just picking up what you said earlier about doing hobbies and other things when you're away from the game. Anything in particular you did that helped get away from it all? And do you feel this is the beginning of your 2025 season here now?
Yeah, I think so. I think while, it's the end of the season for a lot of players, I feel like I'm just beginning to kickstart and get things in motion, training really well, training hard, and already building towards next year. I'm not really looking to have any more time off because of my injury. I already had quite a bit. And in my time off, I did a lot of reading, picked the piano back up. I feel like whenever I'm, with my grandma over there, it's a bit of a retreat for me and very far and opposite from what I usually do. So I was very grateful for that opportunity because I don't get to see her very often. But I came back, I think, in quite a peaceful and zen mindset, and I'm just looking forward to competing here this week and then taking however this goes and improving on it for next year.
Thanks to everyone. Thank you.